Hello, my name is Longson. I'm here with Dave Gates today, who is a Labour candidate for New Mills and Hayfield for our councillor. Hello Dave, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks Tim. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Can you please tell us a bit about yourself and who you are and what you do?
Well, as you just said, I'm standing as Labour candidate for the Derbyshire County Council election next Thursday, May the 4th. I've lived in the Hayfield village for now 30 years. Fantastic area, love it to bits. And I think I've got something to offer to the Labour Party and the people of the locality.
What would you say are the key issues within our area, within New Mills and Hayfield? What do the locals care about? What are you aware about?
Well, we've been canvassing for several months now. As you can imagine, we've met a lot of people. It's very difficult to say what 10,000 people want.
Yeah, that's true.
But some of the key issues that are coming out without question are the concern over the National Health Service, the care sector, jobs, housing, education, public transport. Now, the remit of the Derbyshire County Council, of course, is not within all of those. But certainly locally, the issues, for example, the roads is a major concern for a lot of people. Yeah, so the roads, for example, the manholes, road resurfacing is quite an issue. Potholes is another issue we've got in the area quite badly. Public transport, the bus services are being cut, so they're cutting the grants to the bus companies. Young people can't get to school, to college, to go out at night. Last bus from Gloucester to Hayfield, for example, is 6:30. So there's quite a lot of issues around public transport which we need to look at. The railways, railway station New Mills, you've been there?
Yeah.
Yeah, New Town, not so bad, but New Mills Central.
It's terrible.
Terrible, absolutely terrible. Really dark, dingy. So there's quite a few issues about that for safety of people, particularly women, at night. Jobs themselves, of course, are not within the remit of the Derbyshire County Council, but the Labour Party is definitely committed to 1,000 more apprenticeships, very important for young people.
Yeah.
The educational maintenance allowance has been taken away from young people, £30 a week, which was so valuable and made such a difference at the age of 16. Absolutely diabolical that was. So again, as a party and as a council, we're very much committed to bringing back those things. So wherever possible, supporting young people as they travel to school and college. For example, it costs £10 a week to get from Hayfield to New Mills School.
That's insane.
It's just ridiculous, I know.
Over £5,000 a year just to go to school.
Yeah, it's just when some people live the opposite side of the road, they get a free pass and some people don't, so it's ridiculous the way it's working, in Hayfield particularly.
It's not working at all, is it?
It isn't working at all. The care home's another issue for the older people. Fortunately, in Derbyshire, we've saved 18 of the homes, whereas the Tories wanted to cut them. So there's an awful lot of things we can discuss and look at.
So on that point, of the issues you mentioned, do you have any specific aims that you would like to make changes about? Or how would you go about getting these things changed?
Yeah, I think for me, at the moment, it's not a Labour council.
Yeah.
And there's no question about it. New Mills and Hayfield is a bit isolated in terms of the Derbyshire, because it's right at the end of the northern part of the county.
Yeah. Often
seen more as part of Manchester. And with the best will in the world, there's only 3 Liberal Democrat councillors.
Yes.
Out of the Poker Council 64.
Not very many, not much of a voice there, have they?
No. So I think my major point is that a Labour council, which I would be part of a Labour group, and I could represent the interests of the New Mills and Hayfield much easier than somebody who's in a minority party. Yeah.
Makes sense, yeah, but part of a larger group, you're going to have a larger voice and have a bigger say over the funding that's available.
Correct, yeah.
Makes sense to me.
So that's my major platform, that's the major reason I think that a lot of people are going to vote for me next week. Because the feeling on the doorstep is very, very positive towards the Labour Party and what it's done in the council.
Yeah.
And we've got an awful lot of good feedback.
Great.
Fantastic team of people here, fantastic area, and I want to make sure that it's going to be even better next 4 years.
You were elected as our county councillor for New Mills and Hayfield.
Yes.
What would you do differently to the current councillor?
Well, a major difference I think is that I would be part of the Labour group, as I've already said, and so I'd be part of the policy making of the council, the ruling council, and I've had lots of experience from education, from economic development, from tourism, which I bring to the post. I've also got a lot of contacts in the area. I've lived here for over 30 years, certainly in Hayfield, but also in New Mills, and a lot of people have been involved in a lot of community events, such as the Jazz Festival way back in '86, the One World Festival in New Mills, the Sheepdog Trials, Country Show at Hayfield. All these outdoor events I've always been involved with the community. So that way you've got an awful lot of contacts.
Yeah.
And that's what I try and do. I try and be a very effective voice for people of the locality and work within the Labour Party as part of the ruling group and make sure that the interests of our people locally are represented more effectively than they have been in the past.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. We have been neglected slightly in New Mills and Hayfield.
So I personally find you very easy to talk to and very approachable. Do you think that's one of your better skills?
I hope so.
That's
Certainly communication skill has been something which in my various posts in education and more recently as a mountain leader I've do meet with other people, young people on Duke of Edinburgh.
Oh great, I did that when I was in school.
Oh, a few years ago that was Tim.
Yes.
Yeah, Duke of Edinburgh, I do the national citizenship. You get in touch with our young people. And the older people do some walking leading for different holiday groups in Europe and locally. Yeah.
It sounds like you're very much in touch with the local community. And I know, as you're taking part in this video, which is going to be on YouTube, you've got very much an online presence and you're very much tech savvy and a part of the new social media way, so people will be able to get over you very easily that way, won't they?
Hope so, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I did a search myself for the current councillor and she hasn't really got much of a presence at all. I couldn't find any way to communicate with her directly. Online, no real online presence at all. I think she's a little bit out of date. But
yeah, well, I'm certainly trying to be more savvy, but yeah, got me on Facebook page, Twitter account.
Yeah, with your Facebook page, I had a look at that earlier. I noticed that you've got some of the key issues up there, and there's places for people who are living in the New Mills and Hayfield area to directly comment on that, and also raise new issues as they got them for your attention. So I think that's a really good and efficient way of getting information, as well as email. I actually think very easy to get hold of. So I know we've kind of touched on it a little bit before, but what experience would you say you have with dealing with local issues, and why should people vote for you as a local representative?
I'm a parish councillor at present for Hayfield.
Right.
In the past, when I've been in a senior position in colleges, I've always dealt with local authorities. I've led on quite a major public sector initiative, so I'm well used to working with the council officials, which of course is a very important part of being a councillor in Derbyshire.
It's true.
And I think I'm very open and people know how to contact me, people know where I am. The online increasingly is going to be important, but even now since the campaign started, an awful lot of people contacting me various issues about lighting, about streets, not surface particularly well, residency. So I think I'm going to use the different methods I've got and so we're going to make a success of it.
I must admit, I did find it very uplifting that you are so up to date with these things and that you are so accessible. And I think that, as you said, social media is the new way of communication. We're in a digital age. The idea of sending letters to councils through the post and waiting for individual replies and stuff, it's just so out of date, and it didn't show communication and information. True democracy requires true communication. I'm glad to see that you're very much part of that.
I should just say about the Labour Party, see we've had 300 members now in the locality.
Oh, that's good.
When I first came here in 1986, about 10 of us.
Just to confirm, the people in the Labour Party are the people who believe so firmly they've actually paid to join and become individual. They're the people that who choose who the candidates are for the Labour Party and whatnot.
They can indeed, yes, and we need to get more involved. One of the ways we get more involved is, no question about it, is social media. And that's how people now join this campaign, join the general election campaign, through the very means you're talking about. So your help and your support is fantastic. Oh, well, thank you very much. I believe that Labour now is really in a position to make a difference to people. I believe in true democratic socialism. I do believe that we can help people and we should get involved. It's our party, it's a party for the people, run by the people, and we make the decisions. And the real wages for most people has gone down now since 2010. Nurses, for example. So it's a scandal.
It is.
And so some of the national policies Labour Party come out are very, very good. And the next month is a real challenge for us after the Derbyshire County Council election to get this message across. Some of our policies are really good. We're going to put back some of the public services that we need, the national health service, the care service, and give people a decent wage, decent life. But it's also sad now we've got to see people in localities, New Mills and Hayfield in particular, where the young people that can't afford to live where their parents live. It's absolute shambles.
So, is there anything else you would like to tell us or say that we've not really touched on?
The only thing I want to mention is tourism.
Yes.
And one of the reasons I moved to the village was the Hayfield Trespass,
Yeah, it's beautiful. around there.
1932,
Yeah.
Trespass movement.
Mhm.
And of course, people were imprisoned in New Mills, there's a link there.
Right.
6 of them were imprisoned in New Mills. So it's a superb area, we're still doing more. We've got walkers welcome in New Mills.
Mhm.
We need to extend that to Hayfield.
Right.
We really need to sell this area because it's sometimes neglected. As part of the Peak District, Edale is a real hotspot, but this can be equally so.
It's true, but only when people think of the High Peak and stuff, they start thinking of Edale.
Exactly.
Well, we've got Kinder in
I know,
Hayfield.
They are Kindersley.
Oh yeah, your map of Kinder is a beautiful area.
I was up there yesterday, yeah, before breakfast.
Yeah, I must admit, I am very happy living in New Mills in the Hayfield area, and I have been all my life apart from going to university doing my research there. But yeah, well, thank you very much.
Pleasure to meet you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So on May the 4th, make sure you get out there, vote and vote Labour. Thank you.